Well, here we are on another adventure with the camperoo. Oh, I love shit like this. I started off this grand adventure at the lowest place in the continental United States. And in 5 short months, I'll be summiting the tallest mountain in the continental United States. Right there, Mount Whitney. That's right, you guys. The big announcement is I got my JMT permit. As soon as I got my JMT permit, I had to come see Whitney. I knew I would be taking this trip. I didn't realize it was going to also include Death Valley and Lake Tahoe and Mammoth and all these other places, but I definitely knew that I needed to come see Whitney Portal. My beautiful mother and trail angel is going to be assisting me on this hike, and I wanted to make sure that she had all the information that she could so that it would be successful for us both. Unfortunately, the road is closed, so I can't get any higher than this. Before we get any further into this adventure, I must acknowledge my #1 support team, my #1 trail angel, my #1 favorite mom. Thank you so much for continuing to support me during these crazy adventures I come up with. I honestly could not do it without you, and I can't wait for our next one. Speaking of which, I'm in Lone Pine, which is the town that the Whitney Porthole drops into, and I'm assuming is the town that my mom will be staying in while she's waiting for me to come off of the mountain in 5 months. At the bottom of Whitney Porthole Road is a hiking, backpacking, and climbing store, very small little store. And inside of this store is a man named Lucky Feather. He will be starting his PCT hike. Oh, Jesus. He will be starting his PCT through hike this March. I think he said March 3rd or 7th. So think good thoughts for this young man, because 2,650 miles. You go get him, Lucky Feather. In the meantime, gotta support the little guy. So I got a JMT sticker and striped socks. Oh, how rude of me. I'm so sorry. Did I forget to introduce you to my new friend? Yes, she has painted toenails, and yes, we are looking for a name for her. Hi, my new co-pilot. The next town we are driving through on this wild adventure is Independence. Very small little town, but my mother would love it. There are antique boutique stores here. She really likes to antique boutique. Is that what that's called? Anyway, it's a very small town, but they have wild honey, antiques, a food co-op, and some really cute hotels that look like little boutique hotels. All right, we are now entering Bishop, which is a resupply town for not only the JMT, but also the PCT, or at least that's my understanding. So this is an important town for both my mom and myself. Sage to Summit, that looks like a place where I could get stuff if my water filter breaks or something. All right, they also have Mexican food and antiques. Mom will be very happy here. I think this would be a really good place for her to stay for the majority of my hike. You know, I don't even... Please hold while I check myself and my expectations of others. So, it just occurred to me that I have this expectation of my mother to essentially follow me on the trail, only in towns, so that if I get into any trouble, she's there. And I don't feel like that's a realistic expectation. So I'm gonna work on letting that go right now. I've made it to Mammoth, which is our last stop on this wild adventure today. It's only about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but I have some chores to take care of. First, sushi. Second, laundry. And third, I have some office work I need to get done. So I'm gonna find some solid Wi-Fi, work for a couple of hours, and then find a BLM camp spot. Well, I'm back in Bishop. How did that happen, you say? After driving to Mammoth successfully, staying there until, I don't know, a couple of hours doing some work, drinking coffee, whatnot, I decided to make my way to a designated BLM spot. The problem that I ran into was that all of the BLM spots in Mammoth are covered in 8 feet of snow and they don't get plowed in the wintertime. So I made my way back down off of the hill into Bishop where it is not snowing, and I was able to find a very cozy little spot here in the mountains. After a very bumpy, long road to this incredible spot, I am now tucked in and ready for bed. And so the adventure continues. I'm making my way back up to Mammoth. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous morning. Meanwhile, in Mammoth, I'm on a mission to find out as much as I can about how this town is associated with the John Muir Trail. I know Reed's Meadow has something to do with the JMT, but I don't know what it is yet. I think it's a food drop-off. I think it's a resupply place. I don't know, I'll have to look it up, but this is the entrance to Reed's Meadow, so Mom, if you need to drop some stuff off, I don't know if that's how that works. I'm gonna have to look into that. After a quick internet search, I learned that Reed's Meadow is one of the top choices for PCT hikers and John Muir Trail hikers for their resupplies, sleeping in cabins, and showers. I've heard that there's cold beer, amazing hamburgers, and French fries as well. My last stop of the day was the Mammoth Welcome Center. I wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything. The only thing I left with was a map. I have to say, this fact-finding mission was very informative, not only on what to expect while I'm on the John Muir Trail, but also what my expectations are for the people who are supporting me. Even if you're not planning a through hike of the John Muir Trail, I highly suggest that you take a road trip down the 395 between LA and Lake Tahoe.